PUBG has substantially changed how the most important guns in the game work. In patch 35.1 in April, PUBG majorly increased the aim punch that SRs and SMGs and shotguns were doing, which we'll talk about in a bit. And then now in patch 37.1 in August, they majorly changed the DMRs. Huge nerf to the DMRs in damage and firing rate. That has had a big impact on the long range engagements in PUBG. We're going to talk a little bit about how they nerfed them, and then we're going to talk to some pros, what they think about the nerfs and how they have adjusted their own gameplay so that you can learn and adjust yourself. So what they've done is they reduced the firing rate by 45% for all DMRs except the Dragunov and the MK14, which they reduced by 33%, and then they reduced the damage significantly, substantially. In the patch notice, they said about 12%. It differs a little bit per gun, but there's a Reddit post that describes really well what changed. And the general idea is that the SLR will now do roughly the damage that the MK12 used to do, while, for example, the MK12 will now do 4 less damage than the Mini used to do. The SKS now is, for example, weaker than the Mini used to be. So basically all classes went more than one step down. The Dragunov, it used to do 60 damage, and now does 52. 52 is less than the SKS, just to give you that. The damage nerf has been massive, and what it's mainly done is you don't 2-tap. If you shoot somebody in the head with a DMR, and you shoot them in the head again, sure, but you don't 2-tap to the upper body. Gonna have to hit multiple times to the body, even if headshot on the first shot. The MK14 is a special one because it's in a drop. It used to do 60 damage, just like the Dragunov, with different damage fall-offs, of course. It now does 53, which is what the SKS used to do, and there was a reason that nobody picked up the SKS, right? So the nerf has been real. The firing modes have also been reduced, so you can't spam a DMR anymore as much, especially if somebody just pops up in your face. You can't just smash your left mouse button and kill them. You are going to be caught off if you get caught like that. And we've already seen a lot of pro players sort of mess up their timings because they are used to the much faster firing rate, and then suddenly you get stuck because you're clicking in that cooldown. So players have to adjust to the time now, and the timing is gonna be much slower.
I first thought without trying it, it's gonna be garbage. I'm gonna hate it, maybe because it's new, because we're used to the old ones. Yeah. But after over 180 ranked games, I have to say I actually loved the patch. I love the DMR nerfs. There might be a slightly too much hard damage nerf, but I actually think it's okay, because if you hit one headshot, you still need like to hit 3 times, like 3 max hits if you hit upper body. So it's completely fine to me. It kinda changes the meta a little bit, because you might have more AR fights to the end, so you might survive the long distance fights a little bit better, or rotations. It's harder to shot someone out of the car.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
So in my opinion, it's a super nice patch, to be honest. I love the DMR nerf.
I saw some clips yesterday where players are like in a hot drop trying to spam a DMR and it just doesn't work anymore and stuff, but it's pretty rare situations, right, where you actually shoot faster than you can. Most of the time you're just tapping at long range, right?
Yeah, of long range, of course, but like I was also like a player that liked a lot trigger the Mini or whatever DMR it is. Like also, like as you said, in the hot drop, it was really good just to spam the DMRs. You can't do that anymore, so you just like have to go with the rhythm.
Yeah.
Then it's still kind of fast, but not that fast as before.
And if you fuck up the timing, if you click too fast, then you fucked up completely, right?
Yeah.
It's like M16 burst and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it is.
When that aim punch change came out, do you think it really had an impact, or was it more like oh, okay, like this is happening now, but I'm still always playing DMR?
I think aim punch is actually a good rebalance for bolts, because bolts were kind of weak compared to DMRs, just because DMRs are just a way to go for flashing people, for knocking on distance. You have a higher chance to knock someone because you have more bullets to shoot in a short time period, and bolts are just like one shot. If you miss it, the guy is gonna run left, right, and the chance is even less to hit him.
I think the problem is getting the knock in the first place, right? Like you get so many more knocks with DMRs.
Yeah, that's something I think they need to rebalance right now with the nerf. I think flashing people with the bolt is like super nice. It's one shot and you got it. But if you knock someone with a DMR now with the damage nerf,
yeah, it's crazy.
It's like you're getting even punished because you need 10 more bullets for the flash.
Yeah. They
need to rebalance that. I think that's the only kind of bad thing.
Kid's cracked. He is.
No, bro! Oh no! Oh no!
Bro, he's not getting any of the points. He's not gonna get this one either. Just watch. Look at this. He's not getting that either.
I'm trying right now to use more often the bolt than DMR. But for the last 3 days or last 3 grim days, I'm trying the tactical gear. And I kind of feel like it's big underrated.
So you have both, basically?
You have DMR, you have bolt, and you have still one more slot, like say, I don't know, put in there like a shotgun, or you can even put in there like a Panzerfaust. Yeah. Right?
Can you put a C4 in, by the way? No, right? Because the C4 is fucking heavy as well, no? Like, it's a big item.
Yeah. And I never had a C4 when I had the tactical gear, so I don't know exactly. But you can also like put a jammer pack in it. You can put I don't know, folded shield for military circle. When you use EP, you can put a bicycle in there. Yeah. So you can basically get 2 bicycles.
You can bring like a bicycle, a folded shield, a DMR, and an AR or something, like all
exactly,
all in there. Yeah, it's kind of crazy actually.
I feel like it's really underrated because you're so unpredictable. Because like, okay, you shoot with an AR in the first place, you're knocking one guy with an AUG, for example, and then you're switching to the DMR and hitting your shots with the DMR, right? So he's thinking, okay, it's fine, it's only a mini or an MK12 or whatever, and then you just change into a bolt, and he's like, oh, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. When I made the video about the gear, I said like, just put it in your trunk and have it ready. So like when you have a situation for it, you use it, but you don't have to drive around with it all the time. You don't have to have it all the time.
Yeah. It's kind of a bit hard because like when your tactical gear is filled up, right? I think then you can't put it into the car with the stuff in it.
I think you can. Maybe I have to look that up before we push the video live.
Because like,
maybe, yeah.
Because like when I'm starting looting, I just put like a shotgun, like a DMR on the bolt. Is so my prio number 1. And if I get like a Panzerfaust or something like that, then I just swap the shotgun and go with DMR, bolt, and AR under my second slot.
What do you think is the difference in ranked? Because in esports, people are much better at peeking you. People are gonna respect the bolt a lot more, I think. Do you think it's different in ranked, or is it kind of the same thing?
Most of the people in ranked are not that focused on the bolt or like getting knocked off guard because their positioning is not as good as the high tier players, right? So I think it's much more fun in ranked and to play with the bolt.
If somebody is watching this and they want to be the best ranked player possible, should they play the bolt or should they play DMR?
I think if you want to be good and have fun, then play bolt. And if you just want to play, then go with DMR because like DMR is you're gonna hit more shots than with the sniper.
You just got tips from the GOAT It's Chris about how to dominate your ranked games, but how about you get tips from the GOAT Ben B on how to dominate poker? Ben is the founder of Raise Your Edge, a poker school that is hugely successful and recommended by poker players all across the world. They offer multiple training courses, an accompanying app. There's a huge Discord community, tournament masterclass, all kinds of good stuff. And they're running a promotion right now. They are giving you 25% off and a 14-day money-back guarantee. So if you want to learn how to play poker, but then you realize maybe this is not for me, or maybe I'm just not built for it, then you can always get your money back. So check them out in the description below. Within the DMRs, like for example, they changed the firing rate as well. So a lot of people were saying, okay, so we're just gonna play Dragunov now because every DMR shoots slow. Has that changed for you at all, or are you still just playing Mini and MK?
No, not at all. I'm a big fan of MK right now because of the damage. Mini is kind of useless, but it's not that bad like you would think of, but it's bad. It's bad, but it's not that bad. I like the MK still. It's, I don't know, it doesn't make any changes. It's, you need to hit 2 more bullets maybe, and that's it. It didn't change that much for me.
For shooting at people long range, you maybe even want to start playing Bolt a little bit more or something. But then for rotations and stuff, you probably shoot more cars with the AR now, right? Because like you do so much less damage with the DMR and you have to shoot so slow.
I mean,
like how did that change for you?
No, it didn't change at all, because if you hit one in the car, it's always the same. No, you hit his hands or you hit his head, so it doesn't matter. You 2-tap him or you need 3 or 4 bullets. It's like before. I think the only thing flashing people is so annoying with a DMR right now. With a Mini you need like the whole fucking mech, and that's really annoying, while a Bolt needs 1 bullet.
It is, because like when you see a knock guy, you just wait when the knock guy is getting shot once, like when you see the blood once in the knock guy, then you shoot just with one bullet with the bolt, and he's flushed.
It's just so easy. And the DMRs is so hard. Like I've seen so many clips of people just not getting a single kill with all the knocks crawling around because it's just so hard now.
It is.
Does it make you play more bolt?
In ranked, yes. Yeah, in ranked, yes. But I think it's more movie than it's gonna be competitive. I think DMRs are still like the way to go in competitive. I think it's worth to have one bolt in the team because aim punch, because damage. It's high pressure. Just if the enemy team knows you have a bolt in the team, okay, I'm gonna try to jiggle pick only. I'm not contesting him anymore because risking a knock on a bolt is like a high risk and low reward.
I think most of the people are scared, I think, right now to switch because they're so used to DMRs, right?
Yeah.
And it's kinda a big change. For example, on running people, and when they run, it's way easier to shoot with a DMR than with a bolt. But I think like it's kind of nice to have one bolt in the team at least now, because like I had this topic with Brexco for some time now, because I think like a bolt is really good in the team because it's so much pressure for the enemy and you can always get a lucky knock and it's a really good opening. But now it's even more good now because it's you know, like DMRs, it's not
they're not that OP
anymore.
anymore. I think that one thing that's really interesting is you might like rotation are maybe getting a little bit easier now because you don't get two tapped by Hakatori or Levante all the time, right? Because they're gonna do a little bit less damage.
Yeah, and that's the key of the game now.
Yeah.
Seeing people, how they rotate and what they do is so much better than getting shot out of the car, in my opinion, because the strategic point is getting much more in focus right now. And breaches might be more interesting because there's not a team crashing as 4-man, but hitting only as 2-man.
Yeah, true.
So you might have more 4v4 AR fights.
If which are the best fights.
If they sometime nerf, hopefully grenades.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
it would be a really good. The game would actually change so good if they nerf grenades right now.
If
I think it would peak.
Was just throwing 7 throwables at the other team and hoping that some of them get knocked, and then if you get 2 knocks, then you already won.
I think gunplay would be peaking if they actually nerf grenades right now.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it'd be really cool.
I think now it's a perfect balance for the DMRs because it was really OP. It was really good. I think they should go back with the bolt, and they should just lose the helmets if you got hit in front of the bolt. I feel like because I still think the bolts are still a bit too weak, and I feel like if you can get as many resources from the enemy, even helmet, vests, or whatever it is, like it's so good for the late game then, right?
Yeah.
So
even if you destroy the vest, right? And then late game they have no vest and you one-tap them to the body, it's crazy too.
It's really good, yeah. I feel like maybe they should change that as well again. But we'll see, I guess.
And I like what you said at the start, that you hated it because it was new, because I think that's everybody. Everybody's like, what the fuck? I hate this. Why are they ruining DMRs? DMRs are fun, you know? It's just because you've been playing a DMR meta for the last 5 years, right? So
exactly.
You don't want things to change, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. And everybody at the start thought like, oh, we're just gonna play M4 long range and we're gonna play M4 shotgun or some shit. And that's not what's happening at all.
No,
right?
that's not happening. And there's no bolt meta, no SNG meta, even if SNGs are broken.
I think we'll see a little bit. Like in hot drops and stuff, I feel
hot
like
drops
we're gonna
definitely.
see a lot of SMGs.
Yeah, definitely.
Come around. Just because of the aim punch, right?
Yeah, aim punch is so OP.
It's so crazy. You're running and you're accurate, and you're jumping and you're accurate, and you shoot the legs and it does fucking damage. Yeah.
Yeah, MPs in hot drops are like
crazy.
too OP. It's too OP. There's no other description for it.
Yeah, sure.